So applying oil is also a ritual. And that's why, again, on the back, as our lymph moves, the lymph moves toward the inguinal nodes like this, the axillary lymph nodes like this. Why am I showing these crisscrossing paths? It's because there are many muscle layers here, and in each muscle layer, there's its own path, so to speak. And that's why, taking these paths into account, we work both here and there. Here, accordingly, right here on our upper thighs and on the pelvis area, the main flow of fluid generally goes this way. And if we carefully draw a line from the sacrum all the way to the trochanter, then from this specific inner zone, it goes right here. There is a sort of natural watershed located here, roughly like this, so it moves mainly along the outer border of the extensors, and everything goes this way. So we must take all of these factors into account, and in a professional SBA setting we can work simultaneously and effectively to achieve the best results. This is precisely the reason why we choose to perform the operation in this specific manner. Furthermore, at the same time, we will be able to successfully free up one of the legs for better movement. So, with all of that being said, what movements do we have here? These specific types of movements are certainly not the only ones. Here we shall proceed forward to examine. As you can clearly observe, I am meticulously working along the natural path of the lymph flow in this specific area, and over here at the exact same time to ensure consistency. It is essential to understand that in the practice of professional SPA, a very important and fundamental element is the maintenance of a large contact area between the hands and the skin, and accordingly, this leads to a much greater intensity of the therapeutic reflex action throughout the body. In a manner very similar to the techniques used during a standard forearm massage, you will find that employing a combination of both long, sweeping strokes and much shorter, more concentrated trajectories is highly suitable and effective for this particular area as well. In SPA, unlike classic massage, it's convenient to stand near the head. And here, once again, we can observe this. I personally call this specific technique the traditional Estonian method of digging up potatoes with their bare hands. So by applying these precise manual techniques, we carefully guide all the accumulated lymph fluid deep beneath the surface of the muscles to ensure it flows correctly through the body's natural drainage pathways. You can easily accomplish this task by performing these very specific and controlled short movements. And then, once we are ready to move on to the next designated area of our work, we should carefully open up this particular section a little bit more, because in this stage, it is absolutely vital for us to begin our process from right here at this exact point. In this area, we can continue to make several deliberate movements just like these to ensure everything is perfect. You can do this both on the opposite side and on your own side. As we continue with the process, please make sure that you do not overlook the upper part of the assembly, as it is vital to ensure that this top section is properly aligned for the final result. Once again, it happens. We always do it as if we're gathering everything together into a pile. Because when we move the buttocks outward, it feels like we're tearing the butt apart. No one finds that pleasant. You can use techniques like these. And again, and right here is what we have. the most straightforward and simplest possible option, as far as I am concerned. I should note that I'm only showing you drainage techniques so far. This is far from all the spa techniques. Next, what else is needed here? Like specifically located right there, on the underside of the forearm area. Why did I bend the leg and leave it like this? It's not just so it dangles there. This way, the calf is relaxed. What else could possibly be done differently in this specific situation? You can do it like this. Accordingly, you can effectively perform these specific squeezing movements, applying pressure right here and then again over here, while also integrating these complex mixed ones into your routine. By focusing on the rhythm and the precise placement of your hands in these designated areas, you will ensure that the technique is applied correctly and consistently throughout the entire process for the best possible results. While there can be a vast and diverse range of artistic creativity here, all of this fundamental creativity is specifically aimed at supporting the continuous and healthy circulation of blood and lymph flow throughout the body. Look, I'll outline it for you on purpose. See how the cells are oriented. That's why my movements go in this direction. Another significant line along which the lymph flows is the sciatic nerve channel, which is located right here in this specific area as well. We can proceed to gently and carefully apply pressure along this pathway. It is extremely important to remember that while performing this technique here, any sensation of pain is absolutely unacceptable and should be avoided at all costs to ensure safety and effectiveness. That's it. This specific anatomical channel, and here passing through the pelvic region, it continues its course and enters into the opening known as the greater sciatic foramen. In this specific area as well, you can incorporate a very gentle and rhythmic slight vibration technique, which serves to effectively stimulate the healthy circulation of both your essential blood and lymph flow. You can also apply vibration here. And that is all there is. Please make sure that you do not forget to also include the entire upper part of the section. Furthermore, it is important to always keep in mind that in SPA, as they often say, your entire physical body belongs completely to you, and you can move about freely within the space, but only while strictly following the established rules of SPA. That is to say, you must be always moving precisely in the specific direction of your blood and lymph flow. Every single element should be focused on the purpose of massage and similar functions. If you're interested, compare your thighs now. In terms of color and appearance, there's a noticeable difference. Even though I only worked for a few minutes.